So there's been a lot of discussion about
Fever were in the gym.
the Rookie of the Year race and all that stuff, but did Caitlin Clark lock up the Rookie of the Year with her performance in the Fever's win over the Sky?
I mean, I think she had locked it up before that game, but yeah.
Did that put
It's
the
her,
exclamation point on it?
Well, people are putting her in MVP combos now, so it's like you can't really backpedal from that.
Yeah. And given her recent stretch of play and obviously the Fever performing at the level they're at 6-1 since the Olympic break, would you agree with people? Obviously, we think Asia is going to win it, but do you agree with people putting Caitlin Clark in that race? And do you think she has the opportunity or potential to make an all-WNBA team this season?
Oh, for sure, she can. What she's done with that team, I mean, she was like the missing piece. I mean, I tried to tell you, the Fever they were not a bad team. They were like a piece away.
Right.
A lot of teams are like a piece away, and that's when a player goes down, like a Chelsea Gray, for example. That's a very important piece. You're a piece away from being a really excellent team. So I knew Kelsey Mitchell was going to have a great season playing with someone like Caitlin. She didn't start the season healthy, so Caitlin kind of was out there doing it on her own, and she was figuring it out. And then you throw Kelsey in the mix, and like those two are just dangerous in the backcourt. Like,
Rashad, I see you over there, head tilted down a little bit. You've been very active on social media in the running to be leader of the Caitlin Clark fan club.
Leader.
Is it obvious?
Shashadamas.
Is it obvious, Shashadamas?
I've been fighting my whole life for this shit.
fighting for what?
My moment.
Moment for what?
Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what moment?
She's my Forrest Gump. That's what moment.
What does that
Run, Forrest, run. She's running from y'all out there. She's trying to get loose.
She loose. She's not
She
trying.
loose now
She's loose.
because she had to go back home, and her and her dad had to go, let's look at this let's look at this footage. Just figure out what these girls is doing that's pissing you off so much where you ain't focused. Focus. She went back, refocused. That's why I love their whole family dynamic. They really locked in on some other shit, on some Kyrie and his dad shit, on some Jalen Brunson and his dad shit. They really go in there and they lock in. And the biggest thing for me is her not even responding to all the bullshit that's going on. She's not responding. That's a true professional. As a rookie, she's being mentioned in all of these different names and these conversations, and she ain't said a fucking thing but bigged up the whole league and everybody she's admired. And I think that's commendable. I think she's a unicorn. And she's doing everything I thought she was gonna do and more, like win the MVP.
You think Caitlin
That's
Clark?
not going to happen this year, but it could happen very soon.
I mean, it's great for the conversation. I mean, for the W itself.
Putting her in the conversation is absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
That's not
But
mad
just
at that at
imagine
all.
if they'd have put her on an Olympic team, and then she'd have gotten the game and helped them win some games. See what kind of shit they took away from
I mean,
the
it was the
girl?
funnest
They took away from a part of the legacy could never be mimicked again. She's never going to be a rookie
Here's my question
again.
for you, though, Shad. If they did put her on the Olympic team, she went over there, would the Fever still be playing as they are now?
Yes.
No.
No,
She'd be
hell
even
no.
more tired.
Absolutely
Yes.
not.
We should
Probably
be even more
playing better.
tired.
No,
'Cause I think she
No.
would have more respect around her peers. They would respect
No,
her
but they
more.
did. No, she was one of the only ones that didn't show up to the Olympics, right? Her and her team was practicing.
In the gym.
So that, you remember, they got the practice, they got to train and really like dial it in, because when you're playing, your season is short, right? And it's like training camp. Then you don't really know each other, you don't really know any plays. So this little week, 2 weeks that they had together, it was like a second training camp for them.
Shit, I remember the year we won. We was locked in that damn gym during Olympic break. It made a difference.
That's cool, though. But that don't take away from the fact that I'm supposed to be on the Olympic team.
Why are you still even talking
And that's
about
supposed to be a
that?
credit for me. That's supposed to be my name on that roster. And then I'm supposed to continue that run, historic from beginning to the middle. Now we're going into this. I'm averaging 28 a game in the last
She probably would have
6
been.
games,
She
7
probably
games.
would have been burnt out.
Man, hell no.
No, I mean,
I don't think it would have been
her
good
team
for
wouldn't
her.
have, her team wouldn't have meshed. Like we got to sit here for 2 weeks learning these plays, this is what I like to do, this is what you like to do.
They came out. They're a different team.
They came out just
They
a
look
different team.
different.
Well, then we should blame Asia going and playing in the Olympics and Kelsey and the other.
No, they're two-time champs.
But they now been losing since they came back, right? They should have took the time off, right?
No, I'm saying
Wait, who's been
it's
losing?
two times champ.
Who's been losing?
We know each other.
Ace, I think they're what?
So why would y'all be losing? What's the problem? Y'all all went to the Olympics and now y'all losing now. Is y'all burnt out? Y'all should have let this young girl go over there and play.
I just don't
But
think
then she
there's a
would've been burnt out.
correlation.
Nah, but she would
Rashad.
because she's a rookie. She's a rookie. Let these young motherfuckers play. Caitlin Clark is a superhero. There is no fucking tired. She's fucking Jean Grey.
I hear you.
Now, they not listening, though.
I hear you.
They don't be fucking listening. They watching the shit. In real time, we watching greatness in real time. Just like they be saying about Brian, oh, you just appreciate Brian. We're watching it in real time. We're watching Caitlyn in real time. What the fuck is so hard to appreciate? You ain't never seen nothing like this. It's Steph Curry and Steve Nash mixed together. They're doing crazy shit.
Hell yeah.
What?
I mean, I think there are a lot of people appreciating.
There is. Obviously, you
shit
get a
ton
standing ovation on
the
the road.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They was hating on her though.
Who was they? Who is they?
It's not
They was
about.
hating
Who
on
is
her.
they?
People in the WNBA was hating on her when she first got in.
Not people.
Players, right?
Women in the WNBA.
Yeah, they was hating on her. They was throwing some shots. I was like, damn.
I mean, they're gonna keep. I mean, you're gonna throw shots. People throw shots at LeBron today.
Yeah, what are we fucking talking
I mean,
about?
you know what I
All you
mean?
do is hate on LeBron every
It
day.
is what it is. It's competition.
hate on
How
him
many
every day on his
players that are
couch.
playing that are doing it?
Today, still.
Yeah, what do you
Everybody-
mean?
Can't name it.
Refs, coaches.
You're not gonna name a player in the league that was talking crazy about LeBron, except for what, Dylan Brooks?
You said name
Okay, but y'all over there
And
saying like
Dylan
that
never
shit don't
said
happen
anything
in the
bad
NBA.
about LeBron.
It happens in the NBA all the time.
He never said anything bad about him. We, outside of the sport, yeah, we talk crazy about them niggas, but niggas is playing. We ain't never seen the shit that is going on in the middle of a press conference, just talking crazy about a bitch.
Listen, I mean, everybody's a judge. I think as of right now, from how it started, how the WNBA season started, to now, they've adjusted better than I thought they were. To be honest, I thought a lot of analysts would have been fired.
Why?
Because how we talk about the men's game and then use that same energy and soundbite it towards the women's game and then get hit with all kind of
It sounds
sexist
crazy.
stuff. It sounds crazier.
As fuck.
And I thought a lot of people would have got fired. I mean, you got Pat McAfee where he's not allowed to talk about it anymore.
Wait,
we
what
see
do you
that.
mean?
You didn't see what he said?
No, what do you mean talking about how y'all talk about?
Like how we talk about the game, like
The energy.
We don't
Just
have
the
any.
inner-
We don't have any blurred lines when we talk about the men's sport. Like,
But I know, but give me like I'm not understanding. Like, give me an example. Like,
well,
what do y'all?
We ain't trying to get
No, what do y'all say about like the men's game? Like, you don't have to say.
we can
you
call
don't-
him you can call a dude out of his name.
yeah, when
Like
Pat
just
used the
watching the
B-word.
game or whatever, but just how we critique the men's game, trying to critique the women's game, it seems
hard
like
to be
We have to put on a
respectful.
filter.
it's hard to be
We have to put on
like
a filter.
It's
a
hard
real,
to be respectful.
Yes.
Okay. That's
1000%.
That's y'all's problem.
Yeah, that's
Don't
what I
got
said.
shit to do with us.
No, but that's what I said. Analysts.
Oh, it does, because you want to be. You want it to be equal, but we still have to toe the line.
You can still be equal, but be respectful.
But
Why
that's
can't
not.
you
it's
talk
not
about
equal-
basketball?
But it's not equality if we.
But
can
what?
be-
I'm just trying to think
we
of
can be.
what
I can
is
be
so hard
disrespectful
about
to him, in whatever manner, and he's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. I could be disrespectful back. I can't be disrespectful to you without crossing the line completely.
No, here's an example. And it just happened in real time, right? One of our own, Sheryl. You know how you read something, right? When you're reading it, whatever, we just sitting here. She did the same thing. They used that silence against her, right? All of the people that's complaining do the same thing to the players they don't like. We're not saying she don't like, Caitlyn, right? That was part of you're talking, I'm sitting, boom. But if Skip Bayless, if they're talking bigging up LeBron and he don't say nothing, no one says nothing. No one cares, right? Most of those guys, they hate a player. They get to be silent. They get to say whatever the fuck they want to say about these players, and there's no problem. But now on the other side,
But I feel like the women covering women's sports get it worse than when y'all pretty much say whatever y'all want, and it's fine. But if a woman analyst covering women's basketball says something, it's immediately hate.
From men or from women?
No, that's today. That's now, right? And that's why I said I thought a lot of analysts would be fired because a new entity came into the league and new eyes came into the league, and it's not the same.
Right.
And unless you're sitting there watching the train, that train could have ran you over. You have to treat Caitlin's fan base, like Beyonce, the Beehive,
No,
and,
facts.
and the
And the
Nate, and that.
Swifties.
You have to
Absolutely.
really treat them like that because it's its own entity. And if you're not strong enough
To fight with
to
them.
fight with it, you're gonna
You
get
need to
ran
leave
the
it
fuck
the
over.
fuck alone.
Yes, right.
Yeah,
Like
I
so,
mean,
then,
I agree with
then
that.
end up what ends up happening. Now you're stuck in between this two sword, like Sheryl, even though that wasn't intentional. And that thing is, you don't want to say nothing wrong, right? So you just shut the fuck up. Oh, they filmed that. Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't.
And
You
even
have to
that's
be more
And then if you
Gotta
say
be more
good
mindful.
shit, and then you did something like, oh, you adjusted too hard. Like it's an entity you have to worry about. Same thing with Reese. She has a fan base. It's just a whole different ball game now, and it is a tiptoeing because it's
I
yours.
feel like you can uplift,
remember-
you can
remember-
cover the game and uplift both players.
It's
with
hard
no
because
issue.
your game was done by females, right? Now you have ignorance coming in. you
Yeah.
have ignorance coming in, and we can say we're ignorant,
Yeah.
right? We don't know how to blend the difference between
Y'all
this,
empowered the other ignorance.
and that's all it is. It's just ignorant. It's just
And that's fine, but like, it doesn't.
like him
fix-
watching the game.
Hold on.
If we watch.
What? What are y'all having
If there was a
conversation right now?
First of all, if there was a microphone on YouTube, all of us during the game,
during the Sparks Fever game.
during the
we
Sparks
pulled up
people, to us that's regular ass fan conversation and talking and that. That's canceled.
How? We talking who?
No. Yeah, that's what.
And we not crossing the line. I remember the game.
We not
You remember
crossing the
game.
line,
We
but
not crossing the line.
that's-
We saying shit they not used to hearing.
Again,
But I feel like that's how we should be talking about women's basketball. Talk who? Like, why is that so problematic? Talk
Well,
who?
because y'all entity is under the corporate.
yeah, you
What we're doing now is we're freestyling amongst how we actually look
Right,
at
but I
the
still
game.
feel like you could talk hoop and be
You're
respectful.
but you're still under your organization is still under. Y'all can't even talk hoop outside of your Instagram.
Facts.
Right? So think about it. Y'all can't really do what y'all want to do because y'all are still family friendly. And that becomes the thing. The NBA and other sports are not family friendly. You guys are. So when you have all these other personalities coming in, we don't understand your rules yet.
Right.
And that becomes a
So
problem.
we have to dial back our
I
conversation.
feel like
for that.
Until you guys
meeting in the middle is the.
is meeting. That's the
it's
thing.
gonna be a
Like
thing.
and that's why I said for the most part,
I think they've done it.
I'm happy with how the W has
I think they've
has
done a
approached
good
because
job.
it could have been a lot of victims to how we've approached the sport.
I mean, it's gotten
Right.
out of hand in certain instances.
Alexa, you talk about being respectful, but
Certain instances, but I'm not on Twitter anymore, so I
you
don't
talk
know.
about being respectful, but the NBA discourse is toxic as hell. Like I'm just being, you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
it's,
yeah, but it only exists on one place.
yeah.
We were.
And that
And
place,
people
that
are
place
not-
is going
We
to
might be
shit in the
worse
past
than
couple years.
And
but,
people are not
NBA drama
people
right
are
now.
not making real decisions based on Twitter discourse.
yeah.
And I think that's where the league needs to grow. Players, organizations, like whatever they're talking about now should not affect how we
Yeah.
conduct ourselves as professionals. Like we've surpassed, like we shouldn't have been doing that anyway, but I think the league has reached another level
Yeah.
finally where you gotta leave that shit where it is.
Yeah.
And it's just
And we
talk.
talked about this further season with the increased fandom. Obviously, it's going to come.
Yeah,
that-
conversations
that-
about dumb shit. Like
But I mean, go every time LeBron tweets, "Hey, my school did something good." Just look at the comments.
Exactly,
Every
it's
time KD
just-
says,
it's
"Hey, just
disgusting.
look at
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm saying.
It's nasty.
Like, you know where I was like, okay.
Win a real ring."
When I seen
Right.
when I seen the W really like, okay, they've adjusted to social media. Was it?
This football season went up to 1,000 times your cash every game day, only on Underdog. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite player stats, like touchdowns, yards, and so much more. Millions of fans from all over the U.S. have won over $1 billion on Underdog. Underdog is offered in 33 states across the country, and this season, they'll be running a special, bonus, or promo almost every single day.
Every day.
Sign up for Underdog today using promo code GIL, and you'll get a free pick as a part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, that's promo code
Gil.
Cash in on every touchdown this season with Underdog. We did it!
Was it Olympics when someone was, I think was it Asia Wilson who said, she's that bitch?
Yep,
Who
on TV.
said that?
Asia, about Kalia.
In the Olympics?
Yep, on TV.
On TV, and no one said nothing. I was like, okay, we're allowed to say that. I know we're not, but you're opening up the line. You're moving the line a little bit more. You're giving
Taking us
people
out of the
more.
box.
Yeah, you're finally stepping out of the box because that's a real reaction. And I was like, I hope you don't find it because that's real emotions. You can't. She won. She did that. You can't try to
Reel that in.
reel that in.
I think those days are over.
Alexia, a question for you. Do you feel like there was a level of resentment for Caitlin Clark when she came in as an unproven rookie, with just kind of the hype and hysteria around her, and has that shifted or changed at all now that she's proved herself? Same with Angel as well.
I don't think resentment is the word. I think we had never been like just asked about somebody. I mean, that's where most of the conversations came from. People were asking us questions about these players. So obviously, I didn't feel no resentment. I knew that she was going to be great in the W. It was just a matter of when she was going to be great. Resentment, I don't know. I just don't like that narrative that was thrown on the entire league from the beginning of the year.
And I'm not saying the whole league, but
no, but that's kind of what was going on. But what I've been proud of our league is all the other players that have elevated their game. And I know a lot of players are getting a lot of recognition that they've needed and deserved for their play, that they've been consistent over the years. So, I mean, I always say I'm grateful for this rookie class. You know, we have 2 amazing rookies on our team that have brought a lot of eyes to the Sparks. You know, despite us having a tough year.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of fans at our games. We have a lot of supporters of our team. And I do want to shout out Rakia, who I think if we were winning some more games would absolutely be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. And she's been playing her ass off. But, you know, I was just talking to Cam the other day, and she was just like, you know, sometimes I just feel like bad, you know? All this stuff that has come with this rookie class. And I told her, I said, do not feel bad, Cam. Like, what you guys have done for this league has been incredible.
Let me ask you a question. What other word would you use besides resentment?
Resentment? I can't speak for everybody, so.
I know. I'm just asking what other
I'm not
word.
going to put nothing on
Another word?
She said resentment is a strong word to use as describing how people felt about. So what's another word to use if that's too strong? Because there is a word that should be used. We should figure out what that word is, whether it's as aggressive or as slight as possible. But something happened when she came in.
No, I can see.
Before she came in.
Yeah, something happened.
No,
there
I
was
can see
an
what
energy that had to turn.
I can see what you're saying because if it was in the NBA, it would be the same reaction.
He wasn't, but you wasn't talking like that earlier.
But
No, because I'm
in the beginning of the year with the WNBA. You was off all these women in the WNBA.
But she just explained something. That's why I said, now that what you're saying, we're playing 2 teams, and our reporters is coming asking about a whole other entity that has nothing to do with us.
Okay.
We're not playing her. You're saying, hey, what do you think about Caitlin Clark? What the fuck do I want to talk about Caitlin Clark? Ask about me. Ask about my... Niggas would do that in the NBA.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Not true.
You're dead ass crazy.
When LeBron first came in, they was asking y'all was answering the fucking questions.
What do you think?
Why you answering the same thing? Why are you talking about LeBron?
Y'all was answering the fucking questions. Y'all was answering the questions.
Where do you think he got that hate
Y'all was
from?
answering the questions.
So not an apples-to-apples comparison, but if we want to compare Caitlin coming into the league her rookie season with LeBron coming in his rookie season, you were in the league at that point. Obviously, LeBron had a lot of hype, a lot of fanfare surrounding him, unproven at that point. What was the discussion about LeBron in terms of other players and how they viewed him?
When we were playing against them, there was questions. But when you asked in 3 weeks before, yeah, you guys about to play against LeBron. LeBron had 20 tonight, and like, what the fuck you asking me about him for?
Because that's who you're going against.
We not going. We don't play them for fucking a month.
Hey, he's a good
the fuck
player.
you asking me about LeBron James? Asking me about motherfucking Ruben Patterson. That's what we're playing tonight.
Tripping, bro.
Because that's not the star.
He's the draw.
Somebody,
LeBron is the draw, and he's coming in as the draw.
Not understanding what's coming.
He's not coming in today.
But we saw that with
We playing him a month from now. We have a team we're playing against.
But we're showing LeBron James commercials all week. We know we got to ask you.
And that's why niggas was getting that backlash too. Because you're asking about a dude who's not even coming. We don't play them yet.
So what?
We saw that
when I said the shit about the league.
He's in the league.
But you're asking, you guys are not in the league. So you're having a conversation that's not even, when I had those
We
conversations.
still gonna comment on it because he's the guy.
Conversations about Dwayne Wade, and I made that comment as a hater. We're not playing him. He is not even on our schedule yet. Someone coming to us, what do you think about Dwayne Wade?
But you just made that comment as a what?
A hater.
Okay.
I became
But nobody
a hater
in the
because
W
you're
made comments like
asking
that.
a question.
Nobody in the W made comments like that.
But you're asking a question about a dude
They
who's
didn't.
not here. Is
They
what I'm
didn't.
saying. They're asking me about, we're playing a game against somebody else. You're asking about Dwayne Wade. The fuck are you asking about the Miami
Please don't
Heat
ask me
for?
no questions about Caitlin Clark.
Hater.
Anybody said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that happened.
We've heard that. We've heard that.
But that happened
many
after
times.
the game.
Yeah.
We've
after
heard
they
it
played
mo-
each other.
We've
Yeah,
heard
ask
it
me
mo-
if-
We've heard people. We've seen people tweet, "Oh, the game is bigger than this, and this," and
Yes.
we draw people too, and bro,
yes, because-
all that shit it ain't resentment. It's a word.
It's nothing.
It's a hater.
It's
Wait,
nothing.
what tweet are you talking about?
I just tweets out there.
Like,
What tweet are you talking about? Because I know whatever tweet you talking about, what I think you are talking about, has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark.
Whatever it had something to do with flights and people coming to the games. It was, oh yeah, we ain't the only ones get charter flights. And it had everything to do with the person who actually ushered in the shit. So you're taking a
Like
shot.
even with the Sheryl Swoopes, I really thought that was the game. It was their game. Like think about what I'm saying. She got all this flack on the game that she wasn't even in.
And the thing
That
is,
becomes the problem.
the issue is too, it was Nafisa Collier and Caitlin Clark both got Players of the Week. The announcer talked about both of them. And I could see if it was one thing if she was just big up in Collier and didn't mention Caitlin Clark. She didn't talk about either one of them. And I haven't seen any Nafisa Collier fan coming in saying, oh, you hating with it. That's a part of broadcasting. So I
Part of broadcasting.
somebody
Part
said
of
she was
having a
silent for
fan
50
base.
seconds. And I'm in my head counting like, where's this 50 seconds? The way that it was presented versus the reality of what it was.
Yeah.
Because you hear, oh, she didn't say nothing for 50 seconds.
But let's be real, bro. This is the reason why it was magnified is because of the history of her comments prior to. So now we're magnifying this moment because it's a moment for you to big up a player that we don't know or don't think that you like. So here's an opportunity.
But let's talk about that too.
And she passed on that
Let's talk
opportunity.
about that too. She was
where
on.
it looks crazy.
She was on this couch, said a bunch of stuff. She was corrected during that show, given the appropriate information. When that clip goes out to the universe, that part is cut off.
Yeah.
That part's not included in what's being disseminated to masses. So they're taking that one snippet. We had that conversation on the
You're
couch.
pushing a narrative on how you want it, but that's social media. You can't.
And
you
that's
can't.
why you get off of it.
No,
Yes.
Or you just stay on it and
stay on it.
Just stay on it and be mad.
Just be tough.
And don't find that intelligence that Brandon was talking about
Just be tough.
an hour ago.
Like I mean,
that's
I like.
fair. Yeah,
I
you do
get
have
it
to
from,
sacrifice that.
I get it from where you're sitting from, and from the outside we're looking in. It does, right? Because everything that's happening, like when who went and sped up the chucker?
Skylar.
When we see Skylar, like you see it,
right.
but at the end of the day, man, basketball is basketball. She's not affected. She's not playing the victim to it. So it is what it is. Next year is going to be back normal. This is a rookie season, and her fan base is protecting her. That's it. You can't do nothing about her fan base. She don't have to say. This is the thing. We can call it professional. She don't have to say nothing.
Because she's playing her ass off.
She
too.
has this, and I think the WNBA girls now do probably respect her. Because she's not playing victim. She's talking her shit. She's whooping ass, doing this. At the point, it's like, okay, she's earned our respect.
You have to earn that though, right? You
Yeah,
don't
you
just
do
walk
have to earn
in
it.
day one, hey.
Like LeBron earned his early. First game, damn, 25-5. Oh shit, here he comes. Right? You do have to earn. Like, yeah, you got, come on, think about it, dog. LeBron got $100 million. You know how mad these motherfuckers was in the NBA?
He was one of them.
He got a
What are you talking
$100 million
about? He's still
shoe
mad
contract
about
and
Bron.
didn't touch the ball. So niggas was taking cheap shots. They didn't realize how big he was. They didn't realize he was this big. That was the problem, right? And he came in and he's dunking on everybody he's doing, and it's like, oh, okay, he legit. Let's go ahead and.
But there's an interview.
Same thing with Wemby. Like he's gonna get the sit, but
Also, there's been other rookies that come to the W that have had rookie treatment. Y'all just wasn't watching. So
that's two who wasn't watching.
I think people, you talk about the physicality of the league, it's a physical league, right?
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden people think there's
yeah,
not
my
flagrant
ass whooped
fouls.
in training camp.
You know,
Like, what are we talking about?
Y'all play
Like,
prison
fuck.
basketball, right? She look a little 80-ish, 70-ish. Yeah, y'all still. Y'all look out there.
Ass whooped in training camp.
70-ish.
Shit.
70-ish. Yeah. Y'all look like y'all get fined $3 for the clothesline.
Did you see the foul? The last foul Caitlyn got.
Yeah, with the bump.
The bump. Did you see that? Mm-hmm. You didn't see it? You seen it?
No.
So, I guess they haven't seen it, so I'm gonna ask you. You seen it, right? The Shields. Would you get up and do something? Somebody hit you like that?
Rashad, you know I'm a man of peace
Come on,
and
bro.
tranquility.
Don't do
I'm a
that.
man of-
Don't
but I haven't
do
been
that.
known to get into some
I
fisticuffs.
think
I think it
that
would come a
varies
point.
person to person.
Yeah.
Reaction. Not
She
everybody.
got hit, bumped down, and fell?
She threw a pitch ahead to her. Thought she was by herself. Girl
Yeah,
came
she
in
got
and just
laid
choked her.
Man, you can't do Yellowstone like that. That's crazy.
Hey, but this is.
She's not gonna get up and
But look,
But
this is after the third.
I don't know what her hands
This
look
is
like.
the third time though. This is the third play back to back. This is the third
Do
play.
we know if
back to
Caitlin
back.
Clark has hands or not?
We don't. That's what I'm saying.
So if I don't have
What do you
hands,
do?
I'm not.
I bet you she a whole black belt in karate or something.
What do you do?
Crazy.
She got a jumper.
I won't put it past her because I can tell you one thing. She's an antagonizer her damn self. It's not like she's just like.
When you good, you antagonize any motherfucker who can't fuck with you.
She probably got some
When you
hands.
that good, nigga,
She
you
probably got it.
But if you don't have hands, so it just depends. So if I'm playing against Kenyon and he does it, I'll probably apologize for my fault for getting in your way.
Cops in the stands.
But
I don't need hands.
But that's what I'm saying. We're trying.
I got cops.
I think the problem is the fans are trying to protect somebody who don't need your protection. Right? She's averaged 30 4 years straight in college. I'm pretty sure she's took every cheap shot known to woman. It don't faze her. She's a scorer, right? The first person you try to take out is the scorer. If you're the other opponent, you want to try to rough her. If I can fuck her mind up, it kind of fucks everybody else up. So she has to mentally be the strongest on the court. Just like AI. When AI come here, we're going to knock his ass down. He's the strongest.
That sounds so amazing to hear you talk about a rookie like that.
What's wrong with it?
Got to be mentally strong.
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
Big ups to her pops, keeping her in check.
Yeah, the Yellowstone family cool as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man.
And we got some breaking news. Caitlin Clark just became the first rookie in WNBA history to be named Player of the Month. It was also Rookie of the Month, of course.
We won't get canceled.
I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you.
Hey, CC fans.
Don't you do that. I'm waiting on you.
You didn't respond. No, Gil, 2 seconds.
It was
2 seconds of dead air, Gil. No.
Hey, Cheryl, we got you,
It was 2 seconds of dead air, Gil.
Cheryl, text me. 2 for her. Woo, woo. Oh, shit, it broke.
Oh, that's
Damn, Cheryl.
Too much. You gassed out.
Blow for Cheryl.
Blow one for Cheryl.
that's fire for her.
Secretive, Gil. Secretive.
That's a team I don't want to see first round of playoffs.
And that's the next point. So they've clinched their first playoff berth since 2016. 6 seed right now.
What year?
2016.
16?
It's a long time. Long time to be right around the corner from being good.
Get it off.
So was those...
It's a long time. I'm just saying, a long time
There's only 12 teams.
from being right around the corner
There's only 12
from being good.
No, okay. Okay, now...
You're right around the corner. You ain't
Now,
been in the
I'ma
playoffs
tell-
since
I'ma-
2016. That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you a team.